be trying to start an International Harvester 500 Series E Bulldozer. This is probably one from the 70s. We don't know because it's missing its information plate. But we're gonna try to start her up and hopefully get her home. Fingers crossed. This particular specimen has been sitting here for about 10 years, but when we turned her on, there was no water in anything, and this was empty and the coolant was empty, so we're fixing the coolant. We're gonna have to fix the hydraulics, but all the electronics work, so there's a lot of stuff in its favor. We are going to start vacuuming out everything in here so we can check the transmission fluids, clutch fluid, and we're going to get all of this just like really cleaned up before we try to start it, so there's no like leaves and stuff sitting on the exhaust pipe or on the engine or on really anything that gets hot.
Yeah.
This is an International Harvester 500E. It's a pretty good little bulldozer rig.
Do you know what year it is?
It's between 1974 and 1978.
Nice.
I'm thinking it's probably closer to 1978. I'm gonna pop its hood. So these bolts up here, this whole thing is gonna have to come off so I can just access it. Once Sawyer gets all that cleaned out, we'll start greasing the joints.
Not really bad.
So let's just set it over there. Hold it. So I can't jump down, but I can hold it. Don't grab the actually it's my eyes on. Oh, shit. There we are. I'm gonna start clearing all this out. I'm gonna put a shock rag in that breather.
Is that your wrench?
Where?
Yeah.
Follow it. Yeah, that's
shock rag for that.
Okay.
I'm just looking at the cooling fan. Everything looks pretty good in here, considering it all.
Oh, there's that little bugger's nest. Just be careful, because he hasn't ran out yet.
There's no way the rat's still in there. Sawyer's concerned that the rat's gonna come shooting out any minute. I don't think it will. I don't think he's in there though.
Oh, there we are. I was not on there that tight.
Yeah, that was lucky.
This is the hydraulic fluid reservoir. It is completely empty, to say the least.
Do you have hydraulic fluid?
No.
We'll have to get that.
Yeah, we'll have to get some. We'll have to get a lot. So the plan with the battery is we're going to hook up the 12-volt battery from my mom's car because it says that it runs on a 12-volt system. So we're just gonna hook it up and then try to start it, and hopefully rats didn't chew the wires and stuff.
There's been some debate back and forth about how they should go about getting the battery charged, so we'll see what they decided to do and if it works. Sawyer got the shot back. He's getting after it now. So Sawyer, what is What is in here that has to be totally cleaned out before you can start? Oh. Oh. Mike went in the rats.
Well, so, as you probably just heard, there's a ton of rat poop in there that we want to just get cleaned. He thinks there's hydraulic fluid lines, or not, there's lines in here, but he thinks there's the stuff to put in. I don't see any of that, but there's still a lot more cleaning we got to do.
So shout out to everybody who has put how to restore these things on YouTube, because there has just been an absolute wealth of knowledge. What's that?
This is the captain hydraulic reservoir.
This is the what?
That is the coolant. The green Gatorade of death. Slow and steady wins the race. Is it still coming?
Yeah.
Let's go grab some duct tape. I found it.
Woo! Oh my goodness.
It has everything. The engine is fine. There is no hydraulic fluid. There's no.
Well, we don't really need hydraulic fluid.
No, we don't need hydraulic
Yeah,
fluid.
you do to raise the bucket.
Well, I mean, raise
Yeah,
the
we
bucket
need to.
first.
Yeah, raise the bucket. We'll need hydraulic fluid. But here we have a leak. It's just like right here. You can feel it with your finger.
Well,
They think the battery's fried.
yeah, why don't you put it in the garage and put it on a charger?
Okay. Sawyer, can you put that in the back of the car?
So this is the part that Silas took off, and this was the reason the antifreeze was leaking. A rat chewed, and you can see all the little teeth marks here.
That is probably what happened to the hydraulics. Rat chewed it. Now it's dead. So that's why I didn't find any rats and nothing scurried out, because it poisoned itself.
All right, Sam. Let's go home and have lunch.
Yes, let's eat a hamburger.
How long did this sit for?
10 years.
So this has been hanging out here for 10 years. So this is 10 years worth of
Rat.
rats and pine needles and dirt. It's really not that bad when you think about it.
Oh no, these things are made to sit. It's just, need to keep the rats out of them, and it'll start really quick.
Yeah, I mean, my car sat for a weekend and had rats chew it, so...
Yeah, and this one's been out here for a while.
Yeah. The other thing we found that had been chewed was a cord to the light
Or to the light.
back here. But that's not critical.
That's not necessary, as long as the... Day 3 of trying to get the bulldozer running. While I was turning it over, while I was bleeding it out, turning it over, and I noticed we have a big fuel leak out of that hose right here. It's just, yeah, coming right on out. Okay, so I think I'm gonna cut this down a couple inches to get it to fit on this side, and then cut this side down a couple inches. This is the lower coolant hose on this. Rat chewed a giant hole in the other one, so here's the new one.
That was crazy.
So we got one side cut down. We're gonna just test fit, see if how much we need to cut this one. Probably just a little bit, hopefully. Just cut it a little bit. Probably not that much. Just take an inch off and see. And I'm kind of doing this by touch. So for the first part of this, we're just trying to get her home. But after that, I want to do a pretty in-depth repair service and hope maybe a restoration. Just to get her looking really good. Because once we take a power washer to her, she's gonna really brighten up. Yeah, I just need to top it off now, really. We're gonna be putting this onto the 3 injectors because this is the backflow, I think, or something like that. Now we need to first, this bolt here, just loosen that because that'll bleed main fuel system.
That's crazy. I like the smoke. I mean, something was burning.
Okay, now can you sit in it and turn over the key? Well, little to nothing.
You ready?
Just stuck in the injectors. Stop. Okay, this one's blank.
Don't break it.
Yeah, these ones are. You don't.
Start it.
Yeah, start it. We're not going to use either of those. Okay, stop. It's good. We're just doing these ones, then we'll try to start it, and then if it doesn't start, we'll keep bleeding it. But right now,
Dude, it's smoking. That's a good sign. Something's happening.
yeah.
So what if you start on 2 cylinders? You want me to stop it real quick?
It won't start at all if there's air in the system, so if it does start on 2 cylinders, that means there's a freaking miracle, because we just took off this. Well, that stuff there. Yeah.
Hold on. You might have a little bit of an exhaust leak.
Yeah.
Try it again. Yeah. Oh,
That's a good sign.
it's a good sign. Let her
Tom
set.
may have a different battery in there.
That's a good first step.
What are you doing now, Si?
We're gonna bleed it. Try to get just bleed it. See if that's gonna help. Yeah, there's no air in it.
What did you just find out, safety?
We just bled it a little bit, and it was fine. Yeah, the filter looks great. But the issue is this is an dry air cleaner, so it filters out the water and makes it funnel out the bottom here. Where
So what are you doing?
taking off the air filter, well, the air cleaner, because it takes off all the water on it too. So I don't know. Let's just pop that. That'd be easier.
No, dude, you can.
No, there's like a lot on this. If it does run away, what is the plan for that?
Oh my gosh.
Well, the engine, not it driving forward.
Do you know how to turn the fuel off?
That pull right there.
All right.
So pull that, and if that doesn't do it fast enough, I think we should get like a big towel or something from like the back of your truck, or like wad up a bunch of things to make a plug for the air thing. Actually, no, that wouldn't even work. Yeah, we're just relying on the fuel. This is neutral right here. This is just a gear shifter. It is in neutral right here. Do you want to come check? And this is a brake.
Because my truck's gonna have a bad day, and all those people on the highway are gonna have a bad day.
It will stop at those trees.
And you're gonna have a really bad day. Let me get some ether, and then you hit it. Like,
Okay.
give me a second.
Yeah, because
Like, it's got to disperse.
it was trying.
Now try.
Let's get this 10-year-old fuel and drain it. Oh, we are currently draining the fuel in it. and we're trying to find a hose so we could siphon in more fuel out because this thing had a full tank when it was parked. And so once we're done with that, we're going to try to start her up again and with more new fuel in it, and hopefully that works good.
Don't trip you. You're supposed to do this daily.
I doubt that.
So look, that's
That's what it said in the manual. It says daily drain the water off the
Looks
bar.
like it would have been a little handier.
Yeah.
The bolt to access the fuel was the most challenging to remove, not only because of the hard-to-reach area, but one corner was bad and we couldn't get a firm grip on it, so it took over 30 minutes to remove.
Are you sure this is it?
The manual said to do this every day to drain the water, and it hasn't been done in about 10 years that we know of, so this is the final boss.
So yeah, we've gone through all the systems, and it looks like we have bad fuel. So which I've been trying to tell him for a while. So.
It's not Festivus.
It is
Milky fuel. These new ones are horrible. See those bubbles? That's what we're getting out of here. Neutral. It was not in neutral. Neutral. Check, check. Brake. They have to bleed the upper lines again. Stop. I'm gonna crack the other ones too, so we could just do them all at the same time, because these have a lot of air in them. Okay, start her up. Yeah. Give that starter a little bit of a break.
What?
Give that starter a break. Yeah, this cylinder right here is that line has a lot of air going into it.
We didn't get it started this time, so stay tuned for part 2. Thanks for watching.